Consider it done. Leave it to me.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever swabbed and sparkling. Boy?
Need a hand? Already on it. Not a problem. Yeah? I don't think so.
Ahoy, Captain. I've got to come clean about something. And that'll be as good a time as not. Much as I hate Benwith, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here. To get a chance to look for a man named Romaro. Now, that'd be a longer story than we've got time for. Quick of it be that Romaro's in trouble. The Principe have sent a ship hunter after him, and I've got an evening and a half to find him first. I didn't see his ship, so probably not. But mayhaps we could keep a weather eye open for clues to his whereabouts.
Keeping an eye out.
Not a problem.
If it's locked tight, we'll sneak deeper into the fort.
My fingers be fat and furry, swabbed and swabbed.
Already on it.
My fingers be fat and furry, swabbed and sparkling, Cap.
Real quiet now.
Deadlight's power to be north of here. The brig be to the south.
Not exactly.
Not a problem. Consider it done.
Keep your weather eye open. Captain, before I go introducing you to Ciri, I should, mention something. I see you getting savvy to Andra's salty laws. I might have said things to Ciri when I last dropped anchor at Deadlight. Just lovers' words, savvy. But I can't say I rightly lived up to 'em. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts. You ain't sailing with bare poles, Cap. All I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you best step away from me.
Production's too slow. At this rate, we'll never get out of here. Not till Eldies comes back. Hey, scamper off, you. We ain't taking orders. Plus, if your armor's dented, you'd be better served throwing it against some rocks. For the record, I have no idea what I'm doing. Me and Brutal Ben had a bit of a disagreement. He tossed most of my crew into the brig. Myself and my first mate got the mercy of serving an extended stint in this forge. If you were one of us, you'd have heard that by now. Gossip flows like water through these parts. Tell me then, stranger, who are you? Blast my eyes and burn my fingers. I know you. Benwith attacked your ship right in the eye of a typhoon. He's been crowing about it enough since. Black Seas, but I hate Benwith. Me and Benny were real good mates in the Navy. But then he went and got too big for his britches, playing second fiddle to Aldi's. I might have had too much to drink one night. That might have led to things being said and done I now regret. One of these days, He's gonna rue that brutal streak of his. The thought has crossed my mind, but it ain't just me I've got to worry about. Ben's locked my crew in the brig. I can't risk lashing out until I know they're safe. If you were to free them without creating much fuss, I could show you a secret route into Captain Aldi's quarters, where Benwith's staying. They better fucking be. No matter how pissed he is with a single captain, killing an entire crew would rub Aldi's the wrong way, and he doesn't want to be on her bad side. Ben's locked him in the brig, down in the dungeons. Bail him out without making a bloody mess of it, or it'll be my throat that gets slit. I don't know if these are any good, seeing as I forged them, but here's a few lockpicks to help you out. If that fails, the keys ought to be on the jailer or by her post, a room between the brig and the dog kennels. The brig's got our best cells, you know. That's where we keep the ransom prisoners, the ones who ain't supposed to die. Finding them ain't hard. First, take these stairs in the back down to the dungeons, then cross the bridge to the storage room, then head south. You'll find the brig cells on the southeast side. Keep an eye out for guards. The dungeons are barred to all but Benwith's crew currently. You can use this to cut through the storage room. Just don't let anyone find out I gave it to you.
Brig be just past here, Cap. Hope you got your headset straight about this.
What do you need? Of course.
Ready when you say the word.
Hello, Swabby. You ain't one of Benny's. What are you doing here? Knew we could count on our captain. Always looking out for us, he is. Let us free, and we and our captain will owe you a favor. So, what do you say? The jailer does her rounds from time to time, but getting the ring off her person might be challenging, without alerting the other guards, that is. I'd wager she keeps a spare set at her post, down the hall, southeastern end of the dungeons. Watch out for guards on a stroll about. Benny's the top of the top. Second only to Aldi's in these parts. He's unbeatable, some say. Too much of a brute for his own good, I think. Lamond knew him back in the Deerwood and Navy, before he grew into his britches. and that chafes Benwith. One night, our captain breaks a bottle against Benwith's first mate. Now we are rotting in here, while Lamond works the forge like peeling potatoes.
I don't be supposing we could, easy breezy, wet and sleepy.
Nothing will slip past me.
Hmm? Uh-huh. Hey.
Aye? Captain? Ahoy. Aye, aye.
You be quiet and follow me, mates.
be discreet. Be that you? Still alive and kicking, I see. You've done right by me, freeing my crew. So I'll divvy up what I promised. Door's open, but there's something you ought to consider before you go. Sure, you could traipse right up there into Aldi's quarters to gut Ben with, but he'll be heavily guarded. Meanwhile, me and my crew will be stealing Ben's ship, the Drake. And in doing it, we're gonna bait him into storming outside all alone. Benny docks the Drake in a hidden berth beneath the fort. Kill the guards there for us. Aye, that's why I want your help. After you've cleared the docks, take the western tower to the fort's ramparts and sound the boating bell. 3 rings. Me and my mates will sail out with the Drake. 3 bell tolls alerts the fort to a ship leaving the private docks. With Aldi's gone to sea, that leaves just Ben's Drake docked. Ben's sure to storm the ramparts in a rage, right in time to watch his pride be stolen. The ones on the dock will be sitting ducks for your blade. If that's not incentive enough, do it to piss Ben off before you end him. Gods know I'm dying to. I can't wait until Ben gets his. Aye, under the dungeons, there's a cave with a wharf. The quickest route's just ahead, beyond that door. Entrance to the docks is nearest the kitchens. Some of Benny's crew are sure to be guarding the Drake, so you'll need to gut them if I'm to steal his ship.
Sorry, friend.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up. Easy breezy. Sleazy. I don't be supposing we could. Easy breezy.
Protect Captain Benwith at any cost.
Who are you? And what are you doing here? Only Benwith's crew has access to my kitchens. Not that I care, really. Speak up so I can hear you. Think I want to tattle on you? What do I care if you're looking to hang yourself? Sneak around enough where you ain't supposed to, Benwith will catch you. Carve you into chunks for my stew. You won't find him in the kitchens, ever. He's high and mighty, gold bricking in Captain Aldi's quarters now. These stairs go back to the court. It's the tower adjacent to this one that leads to Aldi's quarters.
Fingers be fat and furry, but easy breezy, wet and sleazy. One of my eyes be open.
Consider it done.
Wait, look there.
Yes?
Aye.
Oh? I shall deal with this one.
Captain? Sirmas me too, man.
Yeah? I'm on it. Ha!
Happy to oblige.
Hey. Here we go.
What for, Cap? Ain't not my thing, savvy? Consider it right fucked.
Yes?
Worse than rough.
Yeah? Arthur Worthen Roth.
What do you need?
Ready when you are.
Hey. Pariathus!
Just say the word.
You're mine!
Oh, slippery devil!
Oh?
Lava room beyond seek.
Yeah? Arthur Worthen Roth.
Damn Paladin!
Captain? Ain't not my thing, savvy? Be blowing a man down.
Oh?
Worse than rough.
Ready when you are. There's a treat.
Aye? I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
Yeah? Never you mind that, miss. I'll land the next one.
Pariathus!
Happy to oblige.
Oh?
Then.
Ready when you are. How do you like that? Death to our enemies! Not a problem. Take this! You can't win.
Ahoy! God damn him, blast!
What do you need?
Happy to oblige. Let's reap this whirlwind!
Ready when you are. Here's something special. Yeah!
Aye?
Aye? I'll be chopping you to chum, chum.
What do you need?
Yeah? Yeah?
That's me you're hitting! Oh? Of course.
Need a hand? There's a treat. Death to our enemies!
Captain, I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
What do you need? Yes?
What can I do you for?
Must be dinner time.
Consider it.
All right.
Aye? See what I can find.
Already on it.
Easy breezy, wet.
Consider it done. Ha, no.
Got a spot of blood on you, mate. It's 3 loud rings with Eldies gone to sea that just leave their stairs that lead up from the docks to the ramparts. Take them fast after the docks are cleared if you're to sound the signal in time.
Now what have we got here? I do believe I recognize these goddamn chests. By Andra's salty bosom, Romaro hauled this chest from one end of the Deadfire to the other. Worse sense come out of chests like these, Captain. Trust you me. Dear S. That be me. I knew you'd seek me out. Please abandon the trail here. I've fashioned this predicament for my own, and I'd not have you lock its weight round your own ankles. If you find yourself imperiled, seek Udina at Magic Water. She can help. I don't know Udina from Ward Mage, but Magic Waters I know like my own fucking name. When I were a wee lad fresh on the Sorcerer, Romaro would treat me to the luminous bathhouse at Nekitaka. The water there shimmered like dawn on the open sea, and I, full flush with the poetic creativity of youth, called it Magic Waters. I know you don't owe me the favor, Captain, but if we could find our way to that bathhouse, I'd not hold it against you. Unless, and of course, you asked. For now, though, we've got plunder and pillage before us, aye? Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
Ooh, I like how this
Ready
feels.
when you are. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Dimming the lantern.
Keep it down.
Already on it.
Yes?
Lava room beyond technique.
What can I do you for? Moeth, Ixie,
What for,
almost.
Cap? Only takes a finger to blow her away.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yes? They'll fall by my hand.
What do you need? I got it. Pharaothus!
Need a hand?
You're mine!
Yeah?
What for, Cap?
Aye? No mercy!
I'm on it.
Ready when you are. Here's something special.
Boy.
Need a hand? Just say the word. Not a problem. Leave it to me.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're easy.
Been slowly two slugs swigging since Alva's put.
I'm on it.
Damn me, the cops run dry. Welcome one and welcome all. Buy me a bottle and I'll be your finest loving pal. What says you, lass? What says you, lass? Aye, you're likely to find him here from time to time. But at the moment, he's staying up top at Aldi's private quarters. Well, they're real nice. Oh, you meant because the captain's second in command at Aldi's. When she's off plundering, it's him who runs the deadlight. Ben's locked down the inner halls and the upper ramparts. No one but his own crew's allowed within. He's temping the fort down because he doesn't want to get in trouble with Aldi's again. Last time, we might have got too rowdy. But executing all those political prisoners sure was fun. He's brutal when he's sober and he's bloody mad when he drinks. So he's keeping to himself, I'd guess. Aldi's ain't a pushover, but she don't like Benny's increasing aggressiveness. If he gets out of hand again, she might hang him by his squishy bits from the bowsprit of his own ship. And why would you want to be doing that? That's what they all say. Think you're the first to want to slide a knife between Ben's ribs. It ain't no skin off my nose if you want to die. Ben loves him some good festivities. Blood or booze doesn't matter so long as it's flowing freely. That's why Aldi's is always having to rein him in. Long as it don't get too out of hand, the captain will probably join us rather than shutting things down. I know how to get us started, but you'll be doing the legwork. Seeing as I don't fancy a punishment should the captain get mad. The more booze, the rowdier we Principe get. The better the booze, well, that's when the real fun starts. I happen to know. Deadlight's recently received a shipment of excellent Godkiller's rum. It's reserved for Aldi's private stock. Snatch us a barrel, will ya? They're outside on the eastern rampart at the base of the crane. Careful, though. The stairs will be guarded by Benwith's own crew, and they're in a sour mood. I'm listening.
Consider it done.
Look who finally washed back up ashore.
Ahoy there, Siri. Miss me?
Did I miss you? Oh, like a fish misses water, you gutless bastard. For the first few weeks, anyhow. Till it turned to confusion and worry. Ye said ye'd write every night, didn't ye? Then where were the birds or the boats with your poems and pages?
You saying our pirate's a poet?
Siri, sweet honeyheart. I scribbled you missives day and night. Declarations of passion, sonnets in songs. Well, on account of me being at sea, I never had the opportunity to post them.
Oh, I'm certain I should believe every word of that blarney. About as certain as I am that you're a snake-tongued philanderer worth little more than a tug in the rug.
I plundered you up a pair of fine, very fine, snakeskin boots, with that tooling you like round the cuffs and all. But the gentleman sprung a leak, and they ended up thoroughly sodden. Tell her, Cap.
Well, that's how we got here in the first place.
Ray McGann's frosty bollocks, Captain. You trying to sink me too?
At least someone at this sodding fort's possessed of a lick of honor.
Ah, balls. We be in for it now.
Ye can't just go showering a lass with wildflowers and filling her head with verse if you're planning to ship out and never see her again. Ye've been lucky thus far, you know. I'm of half a mind to call ye out, and I'm no worse than many with a blade. Least then, perhaps you'll give me a lick of satisfaction.
Aye, Captain. I'll be truly sore and sorry, lass. Sorrier still than that. I won't go spinning no yarns about being married to the sea or coming home to you someday. I ain't that gentleman, nor never will be neither. Alls I can promise you is that what be broken me there ain't fixing for. I'll be a right sad fuck, and there ain't nothing to account for it but me.
That I can understand. I'm not forgiving ye a lick now. I won't go seeking for your blood neither. Now, why don't ye be telling me what you want so I can be shot of ye for good?
Aye, lass. The captain's got an ask or two about deadline, but first, I need to know. You remember Romaro? Sailed with me on a sorcerer.
Aye, I remember Romaro. You think I've gone wet in the head or something? Your words have always been as flowery for him as they were for me. It weren't so long ago he shipped out, come to think on it. Hard to starboard through the back door there, then straight on to the end of the hall. Don't think nobody's claimed his quarters since. Might be worth it to ye to poke around. Can't rightly say. Left in a hurry, I think. Or at least he were here one day and gone the next. Not that he ever mixed much with the sods here.
Give my thanks, lass. Truly. And many more besides.
Oh, keep it in your pantaloons, you randy swab. You had any other questions, Captain? Happy to oblige the person hauling this blue bastard away from Fort Deadlight. You don't know? That's so, I'm thinking it's not my place to tell you. They both crewed the Sorcerer for a season or six. Romaro were like a father to Seraphon, or so he's told me. Taught him the mariner's trade. More than that, you'd have to ask him yourself. Were there something else you wanted?
I must say, our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace. When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul. I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably. But you do. The gods have sent you after Aethys, and every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you. That puts you in a position of incredible influence. I'm glad you don't take your responsibilities lightly. Perhaps so. But you must know how many lives hang in the balance. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
Why in the blackest hell are you clomping around so loud? Howbeit, you're not allowed up here, you no good fuddlers. No, I'd best escort you back. Follow me if you want to keep living. Try to sneak past if you want to die.
Right, wonder they ain't strung you up, Cap. Best not be pressing your fortune. My fingers be fat and furry, swabbed and sparkling, Cap.
Step back. I will not walk. Just got no patience for them. The bilge lickers. It's rot enough I'm posted next to the forge. Having add on those howling guzzlers. Enough gabbling. The ramparts. No, I bet.
Dim in the lantern.
Already on it.
Keep at it. Benwith wants her ship shape in less than a fortnight.
Aye, aye.
How may I help? These uns are in for a walloping!
What can I do you for? Moeth, Ixie, Alna!
Leave it to me.
Just say the word. Ask someone else.
Captain. Sirmas me too.
Tell me. They'll fall by my hand.
What for, Cap?
Hey.
Need a hand? How do you like that? You'd better run. Ha!
How may I help? Yeah! Ah! Ah! What do you need? I'm on it.
Ready when you are. You're mine!
What for, Cap?
I'll light the darkness.
I'm here. Yeah!
Don't count me out yet.
Hey.
Aye. Ain't not my thing, savvy?
Need a hand? Death to our enemies!
What can I do you for? Get threshed!
Yes? What do you need? Right on target.
Aye. Be blowing a man down.
Just say the word. You're mine! Quick! Toss me something else!
I shall deal with this one. Hey.
Aye. I'll be more than half handy, aye?
Need a hand? You'd better run. Consider it done.
Got a spot of blood on you, mate. I take it all's going to plan. Me and my crew will be taking the Drake now then. Head on to the western ramparts and sound the signal.
Loud, isn't it?
Not a problem. I don't think so.
Who's rung the bell and why? It better not be. What in the blackest hell? Stop! Stop! That's my ultra fucking ship! Plague and perish those goddamn swivers. I'll blast them from the sea.
I shall be discreet.
Do I know you? Well, you wouldn't be the first I've pissed off and forgotten. For that to work, you'd have to be able to hit me. And I'm not likely to allow that. Ah, right. You're that sloop captain what got caught in the storms. I take it you did a number on my crew. Figures. I should have stayed to kill you myself. Looks like I'll have to remedy that now. What you hope to accomplish coming around here? So start singing, and do it quick. Because if you've got any fishy ideas, I can tell you this. You can fight me if you like, but you won't be leaving this fort alive. What, are you frothing mad? Black hell! Fuck you! Even I can admit when I'm outgunned. Look, I'm not afraid, but I've no death wish. I attack most anyone what comes across my path. You'll never know where treasure lies if you don't look. Without the Drake, though, I can't see myself preying on anyone for a time. You're only standing in her stronghold. She's the leader of us all. Us new bloods who chafe at Ferrante's stifling rule. Our commander might be at sea for now, but she'll be back soon enough. Spoken like a woman after my own heart. I'll call off the ships who are hunting you at sea. And as for here, my crew will let you go about as you please. Should you need me, I'll be in Aldi's quarters.
Hey.
What can I do you for?
Aye. Hey.
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh? The air's different, especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels. Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I wish I was home.
Can do. Ready when you are. Already on it. Ask someone else.
Think this'll break me? Ha! It won't. Spit on me, and I'll make you regret it. One day, surely. Those hagfish. Benweth's crew lashed me up to be, and I quote, a deterrent to insubordination. It's shark shit. All I did was filch one of their horns and blast it to start lung with. I wanted to see her get all worked up. Well, sure. But shouldn't you know this, on account of you being a captain? Not that I ain't grateful, but if Ben's crew spots me about, they'll be taking more than my pride next. Suppose I'll do my best.
Not a problem.
How might I help you out of a bit of money, Squab? Care to join our fun? Or is it swilling information you're chasing?
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000,000 bells ringing all at once. You are alone. And then, you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the Beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Bareth dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the Pallid Knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Wotica stares at you down her long nose.
I would destroy it all in the blink of your wide eye if I believed it would benefit me. Empires can be rebuilt. Souls can be reforged. Do not forget it.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide. Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wotica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear, desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice. The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return. if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
The pallid night casts a cold, cutting glare in Mogren's direction.
Mogren speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Woedica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid night steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the pallid night's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Consider it done. Already on it.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple. Tell me what's on your mind? I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's End. I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died? I really only know what my folks taught me. Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone, and I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god. Then you mean gone? Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died. And death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now. No need to fiddlefoot around. I'm listening. You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Is anyone seeing to your schooling, Vela?
I'm learning lots. Which side of the boat is good for fishing? Which side is good for puking when Uncle Engram's had too much ale?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others. I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative. I'm working against one of the most secretive organizations in all of Aora. One with a rather troubled history as far as animancy is concerned. That's not the sort of thing one shares with new friends. Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity. After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret. Trying to undo them. The task has been more difficult than I anticipated. I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours. What matters is that you got us out again. After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations. Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
Wicked old bundbag, 'tis what the lad means.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little. Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week. I had to do something, didn't I? I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better. Perhaps so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about. Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
What's on your mind? I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing and then go in peace. Only I don't see it playing out that way. If you like. I like that feeling, knowing we'd stop Theos. We were part of something big. That was something I never felt before. Not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. I looked all around the Deerwood, but that place has too many ghosts for me. Things I'd just as soon forget. Ended up moving to Adir and tracking down my parents. They went there as refugees after the war ended. In part, I guess. Adir, they still got some bad blood with Deerwood. Goes back to the Revolution. Some Adirans like to give Deerwoodans a hard time they get the chance. With my folks, a group came along and tried to take their land. Made a phony claim to it. I sat down with them and we had a friendly negotiation. One fella, I don't think he'll ever be able to look to his right again. But we came to an understanding. My folks, well, they didn't see me the same after that. I think they'd have rather given up the land than have it come to violence. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things.
Gracima Casita for taking me on.
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that, if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding. When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Romaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he, kept his weather eye open for me. The sea be a right poxy ore on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all, wet and bothered for doing me harm, and Romaro, he protected me. Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation, handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family. Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offense. Right, fantastic fucking question, Cap. Word out we're mutiny. But I'll be putting about as much stock in that as a dockside doxy for manners. Well, no, I don't normally be singing no praises of veracity, Cap. But in the matter of Romaro, I'll be hunting the truth. Why, Cap? You be feeling a bit of the old envy? Nay, we never shared a bunk. Not that I'd have kicked him out of a hammock, but, like I said, we be family. He never took advantage. Fair. He be of old Valian stock. A good man and righteous. Not honest, of course, but honourable. Were our shipboard sawbones, more than half handy at it. More than one swabby beyond the old salt of deferral from the wheel. Aye. Do right by it, and I won't be regretting it. Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
Why do we gotta be farmers just 'cause we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
I'm the harbor master, Koha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka. Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
Show them. Show them what you are. Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
Everybody saw that, right? It wasn't just me.
So much for discretion. I think I got a ghost up my nose there. That's better.
You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat-fucking freaky style.
Consider it done.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss. Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
give her a bad rap.
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there? Have you seen Laro Badato? Madico, where is that spoiled brat? Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Engbert would have tanned my hide.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide. The spirit magnet? Sientere, that I did not recognize you. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other. Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble. I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats. The Valeras, a brood of sea vermin playing at nobility. We squabble and compete, but Laro, the postinago, takes it too far. It's Sally Bardato. The Valiant Trading Company leans on her to finance their mission. If only more of her offspring were as accomplished. Ak, consider it done. There. Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way...